Hey, my friends. I wanted to share with you the health scare that I had this past week because I think this is an amazing community that's developed around this channel, and so much is shared and told, and there's so much support, and you've given me so much, and so I feel like it's only appropriate to share with you what happened. I was in the playground with my daughter and suddenly had these extreme abdominal pains. And when I had gotten home, it just got worse and worse over the next couple hours. And then I ended up going to the ER. And a CT scan showed that I had something called cecal volvulus. It's where the cecum, which is the part that attaches the large and small intestine together, disadheres from the abdominal wall and twists over on itself. And that ends up creating a blockage and cutting off blood supply to everything below. It is life-threatening, and I needed emergency surgery to untwist and also to get rid of the part of the intestines that had died because of lack of blood. And the first few days in the hospital were really hard. I was very, very medicated, very out of it. When I wasn't out of it, there was quite a bit of pain. And but when I sort of came to a little bit, I grabbed my phone because I knew my family was really concerned about me. And in my inbox, I just had this list of YouTube comments. Not that you knew what was going on with me, but just my normal notifications of, this person commented on this video, this person commented on this video. And although I was too foggy and far gone to read the comments, I slipped back into a drugged sleep, knowing that I had this community and feeling a little less alone. Because it's very scary being by yourself in a hospital with this thing that just happened in your life, and for no apparent reason and other than the shape of your anatomy, and so it's a big deal. So fueled with your support, on the fourth day I started feeling a little better, and they wanted me to walk. So of course, those of you who've been with me for a while know that I am quite an overachiever. So in my way too big little hospital socks and pushing my IV pole, I started shuffling up and down the hospital floor until I reached, some 18,000 steps, more than 18,000 steps that day. My calves were killing me. My God, the next day I woke up, I couldn't barely put my feet down. But what kept me kind of entertained was the guy down the hall. There was a guy at the end of the hallway who was always sort of really angry and yelling these angry rants. And each time I would reach that end of the hallway, I'd hear something else he said. And the non-angry rants were my favorites. There was one point I got there and he's shouting out, "I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shorts." And I don't think I've heard that since high school. So that was entertaining. And then the next time I got there, he said, "Holy macaroni and cheese," which was just, it gave a little variety to a day in a very monotonous and dull hospital where you're trying to recover from surgery. So sleep was great. I loved sleep because I didn't feel pain when I slept. But if you've been in a hospital before, you know how they wake you up at all hours for all reasons. They have to check your blood pressure, and they have to. So I had fallen into this really great deep sleep where I felt no pain, and then echoing from behind, I heard, "Mrs. Richards, Mrs. Richards, Mrs. Richards," and slowly I came to. And I'm like, "What?" And it was the nurse, and she goes, "I'm here to give you your Tylenol." And I was like, "Well, I wasn't in pain a minute ago. I was sleeping." So anyway, that's how it works in the hospital. But I also thought it was really cool to just allow myself to relax. And I never let myself relax. I'm always doing something productive. So my sort of veg out show is Grey's Anatomy. And this was just so ironic. I didn't think before, you know, so I pop up Netflix and I turn on Grey's Anatomy, and I'm just, you know, in my hospital room. I figure I'll just veg out and watch some Grey's Anatomy. And I'm seeing all these big, gory, open surgical procedures, of course. And one of them happened to be one where they found that some of the intestines had died from lack of blood flow, and I got to watch them. It was the dumbest thing ever. It wasn't, I mean, like, I was more amused than I was scared or grossed out, luckily, but I just wasn't really thinking about my choice of shows very much. Anyway, I got home a few days ago, and I'm on a low-fiber diet, which means I can't eat most of my favorite foods, and I can't do my Pilates, and I can't do my weightlifting, but it's all temporary. And, you know, I know that I have you and my family to help me through it and to support me as I get better. And I will still be uploading videos, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're not subscribed, please do, and hit the notifications so that you don't miss out. And I'm actually thinking of doing a video on scar tissue massage. If, you know, in a few weeks I'm brave enough to expose my abdominal scar to the entire internet world. We'll see how I feel about that, but it's a great opportunity to show some scar tissue massage. So I just want to thank you so much for being here, being such an amazing community. I love hearing about how I've helped you, but what you don't hear very much is how you've helped me and how you continue to help me, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much, and I'm sending you gratitude, love, and healing wishes.